Some book or handwriting from the old time up to now have supernatural powers, can make things happen like this.
In this video, I want to explain what happened when we read the cursed book and how it works, and in the end, I present to you 5 dangerous books you never have to read. Let me explain something to you. All of the magic books written with humans' hand in fact, but with the help of demons, evil spirit of Satan himself. That's the reason it's better to keep your distance from them. Human language is a language of radiation, not gamma or radioactive radiation. When you talk to somebody you don't like and you pretend you are happy to talk to her or him, not matter at all. The negative energy emitted from you reach the person before your word, and actually the negative radiation reflected by you has a negative effect on the person. You know, our world has a two side, negative network and positive network. The conflict between these two forms is the structure of our world, and always, whether you like it or not, you need to pick a side. We talk about radiation. It can be positive or negative, like I say. And when you use the negative network accidentally, it can have a small or a big impact, depending on your feeling. And just the opposite, when you talk with someone kindly, your positive energy can make him feel good. But things change when you want to use the network directly. That's a two-way to go on the power pass. First, by using the negative network servants. I talk about demons and evils, scary and creepy creatures. But don't like what you think. You can't see them in the ordinary ways, and using the supernatural powers will make you available to them. That's the minimum consequences. Second and worst way, in that you connect it directly to the negative network or dark force and being part of it, like mythical mages and witches, like what you see in the Star Wars, but not exactly.
I don't talk about the internet or communicational networks. It's invisible power you can't see, but you can feel. No matter how much you pretend you don't feel it, that's deep inside of you.
That's all about negative energy. If your level of energy in the dark pass increase much than normal, start to make bad things like make a book kill readers. My word can look stupid or ridiculous, but let's look at the books, then reading them can almost kill you.
And before that, I would like to give you a general explanation about that book.
A grimoire. Let me explain something about grimoire. A grimoire is a textbook of magic, typically including instructions on how to create magical objects like talismans and amulets, how to perform magical spells, charm and divinations, and how to summon or invoke supernatural entities such as angels, spirits, deities, and demons, mainly demons. You know, that's a difference between the being powerful and being knowledgeable or wise. We have the path of good and path of darkness. And trust me, not damn good thing in the power path. Goodness is the path of wisdom. Supernatural powers really exist, but you need to know the consequences of using these powers. Maybe you find the 2 by magic works, but they take more than 10 from you in expect. Not only physical things or physical damage, it can cost on your soul. Lots of books written from old times, maybe ancient times or not very old but powerful enough to work on the magic world exist. Some of them is famous, some maybe not. I don't want to tell you top 10 dangerous or something like that, not at all. Nobody can say one book more powerful than others. Differences about the reader. Don't forget to press the subscribe button and watch our other videos if you want more. Let's introduce 5 of the most. 5. The Leather Key of Solomon. The Leather Key of Solomon, also known as the Clavicula Solomonis Regis, it's a cursed grimoire of demonology. Its original authors are unknown, and it's said to be compressed of text compiled sometime in the 17th century. The book contains passages to how to conjure spirits of the dead and demons and how to control these entities to do your bidding. Curses and invocations also play a large role in the ancient text. Esoteric topics like how to become invisible and locate missing or stolen items are covered. Recipe for love potions and liquor of persuasion are also scattered throughout the book. This definitely isn't a book you want to own. It's repeatedly so cursed that it will doom anyone who keep a copy on their bookshelf. Those who will own it have reported strange occurrences, like page turning on their own and book violently flying across the room. Strange whispers and shadow creatures have also been reported by owners of the manual. Owning the Leather Key of Solomon is also believed to bring about catastrophic bad luck. It's said that the only way to break a book's curse is to burn the pages and properly dispose of the ashes. The number 4. The Codex Gigas. The Codex Gigas, aka the Devil's Bible, is weighty tome and dates all the way back in the 12th century. This book weight is whopping 165 pounds and harbors too much negative energy that it would make Stephen King blush. The Codex Gigas is said to be written by a monk who had broken these spiritual wounds. For this crime, the monk was sentenced to die, entombed behind brick wall. The night before his death, the monk began chronicling everything he knew about the human experiences in this book. Realizing he wouldn't have the time to finish it, he summoned Lucifer and asked him to complete the project in exchange for his soul. The book was allegedly completed by the devil himself. It's overflowing with dark ritual and imagery, and even including 19-inch drawing of the devil and other demonistic entities. Number 3. The Book of Saga. The Book of Saga is a Latin essay about demonology that dates all the way back to the early 16th century. Only 2 known copies of the Book of Saga exist. One was owned by scholar John Dee, who devoted his entire life to decoding it. Dee determined the book was full of the dark ritual and incantations. However, he struggled to decipher the final 36 pages. Upset and frustrated, Dee summoned the archaeological Oriel to help with the translation. Speaking through this medium, Oriel explained the book came into existence when Adam ended paradise, and that could only be interpreted by Archangel Michael. But if you're thinking of cracking the case yourself, beware. According to the legends, anyone who successfully deciphers the final 36 pages is fated to die with 2.5 years. Number 2. Tomino's Hell. Tomino's Hell is a notoriously cursed poem written by a Japanese writer Yumuta Inohiko. Tomino's Hell is a notoriously cursed poem written by the Japanese writer Yumuta Inohiko. It was first published in 1919 in a book called The Heart is Like Rolling Stone. The poem is about a boy named Tomino who is stricken with guilt and grief following the death of his sisters and father. The poem is imbued with a lot of others' own pain and suffering, and it's believed these qualities have manifested in the form of the curse. According to the legend, anyone who reads Tomino's Hell out loud will suffer a tragic fate, most likely death. Their soul will eternally damned and will descend into the deepest recesses of hell, exercise extreme caution. Number 1. The Grand Grimoire. The Grand Grimoire is one of the most potent and deadly occult books in existence. It was written sometime in the 16th century by a man who was supposed possessed by a devil. Therefore, it's often referred to as the Gospel of Satan. This book is full of dark incantations and can teach readers how to summon powerful demons and even raise the dead. Of course, wielding these powers come with a price. It's said that anyone reads the Grand Grimoire is offering their soul to the devil. For this reason, the original text is considered highly dangerous and has been locked away somewhere in the Vatican's secret archives.
Maybe you say, what about the books like Necromonicon? Don't worry about it. We talk about these matters in the next upcoming videos.